God, you made us wait like hell. We thought we had to wait whole night watching these horny people making out whole night. You put the glass after gulping the whole drink in one go and looked at her. I was with Dad. You know I can't escape from his eyes. Anyhow I managed to sneak out. If he found out that I go for clubbing, it would be the end of me. You both laughed and again got a shot. What if he has ordered bodyguards to keep their eyes on you? I know how to handle them. She nodded. Now I know that born in a rich family is no fun. You can't even do what you love. You nodded, pouting your lips. I wish I'm also one of those middle class family girls. Then you won't be able to enjoy all these privileges you're blessed with. Gosh, what is that you don't have? Rich father who rules the business world, a scholar sister who is a renowned CEO, those millions of dollars in your bank account, beauty on which guys drool over you. You rolled your eyes as she again started making you realize what kind of life you are living when you have literally no interest in that. It's true that guys are head over heels on you. Just in a snap of a finger, you can get any guy you want, but you don't really care about it. You just take them as time pass and nothing else. You believe in the day when that guy will be standing in front of you and you'll lose control over your mind. You won't hesitate to tell about your feelings and, if needed, beg him to love you. Seriously, I don't understand your standards. Just get any guy, they are lined up for you. You smiled and took a sip. You won't understand that, dear friend. Why, see there, she said, getting a little tensed while you looked at her. What happened to you suddenly? You got a little drunk. I think those bodyguards are looking for you. You choked on your drink and looked back. Where? Your eyes widened as you recognized them. Oh man, I need to hide. Run, I'll handle them. You got up and ran while she also walked near them to distract. You walked past through hallway trying to find any room which might be unlocked. You came in the VIP lane. Luckily you found a door already unlocked. You broke inside a room which you thought was vacant and closed the door. Oh God. You put your hand on your chest while catching up your breath. Then your eyes landed on the man sitting on the chair and he was already looking at you. Your heart skipped a beat as you got lost in his charm. He was the most handsome man alive on the earth you have ever seen. It's like you gave your heart to him at first sight, the perfect man you have always wished to meet. He stood up and walked towards you, taking slow steps. You never felt this feeling inside you after seeing a man before. Men are head over heels on you, but you don't give a damn about them and use them as a time pass, but this time you lost yourself. May I help you with something? His deep husky voice was like a song to your ears, which you wanna hear more and more. He snapped his finger in front of your face, bringing you back in reality. Actually, someone is chasing me. Let me stay here until they leave. He looked behind you and then again met your gaze. Barging inside someone's room like this is illegal. I will go back once they will leave. He walked towards you and came so close to you. You noticed that you were holding your breath. He grabbed the doorknob and opened it. He then signed you to leave. You gritted your teeth while giving him death glares. Just got a pretty face but a total jerk. You whispered slowly, but he seems to heard it. You walked out from the room, so as he, making you a little confused. He walked past you and called someone. Hey, what you're looking for is here, he said, going a little far and then started to come back towards you while your eyes widened because he was calling your bodyguards. Are you crazy? You heard footsteps coming towards you with speed as you panicked because you didn't know where to run now. When they finally showed up, Jungkook reached near you as he grabbed your waist and pinned you to the wall, pressing his lips against yours, while the bodyguards ran past both of you as they didn't recognize you and just thought of a couple making out. At this point, you both started to kiss each other hungrily, and Jungkook picked you up without breaking the kiss and walked inside the room, shutting the door with his leg. No way, girl. Just say that you're kidding. She waited for your response, but you just leaned back on the couch, taking a sip of your orange juice. I can't believe you just lost your V card with a stranger. This is insane. He was unreal. His masculine body, that deep husky voice, oh god, everything was crazy about him. Just the type of man I always wanted. Then why did you run away? You should have stayed there and tell him your feelings. You looked at her. I don't know why I ran. I mean, I got scared for I don't know why. She shook her head. You are stupid. You are an adult, literally a 23-year-old woman. You have all the rights to enjoy your life and do whatever you want, man. You sighed and got up. Not when my father is against all of these things. She looked at you confused as you grabbed your car keys. Are you leaving? You sighed. Have to pick up my sister from company. The guy whom she's getting engaged is coming home. Your sister is so pitiful. She do whatever your dad asks for and never speak up for herself. I just wonder if she has any emotion inside her or not. You're living your life because she's sacrificing hers. You looked at her for a second and then left from there. Drive slowly, I want to take a nap, she said, leaning back on the seat before closing her eyes while you looked at her and sighed before starting the engine. Why don't you take a break for a few days and go somewhere to have some fun? You waited for a reply but she didn't answer. Why do you always agree to do whatever dad asks you? I mean, come on, Onni. Don't you want to live your life? She slowly opened her eyes and looked at you with a straight face. What's up with you today? Nothing, I'm just asking you. Are you okay with this relationship? I mean, today you're going to meet your future fiance. Don't you have any problem with dad choosing whom you're going to marry and not? She again closed her eyes. Even if I do, I can't do anything about it. You looked at her. Of course you can. Just tell him that you're not ready. He's again getting you married with some of his friends' son because of fame, right? He's a mafia. You pulled the brakes and looked at her shocked, while she opened her eyes and lifted her head a little. Why did you stop the car? What? He's getting you married with a mafia and you don't have anything to say? If I want to become the president of this company, I need to do everything he asks for. Now stop talking and let me sleep. You scoffed in disbelief and started driving again. You know your sister from childhood. She's the kind of woman who can sacrifice anything just to get what she wants, even if it's her happiness or freedom. Since childhood, she is the most perfect child every parent's desire for. She never disappoint her dad and always be on top of everything. Just because of her, you're living a free life without any problem because she's the one because of whom you're enjoying these privileges. You are your dad's little princess and you had all those freedom your sister never even talk about. But still there are few rules for you too which you often break just to do what you like. When you reached to your mansion, you saw many cars aligned in a row. You looked at Jennie as she woke up and got out from the car. She had no expressions on her face, as if she's unbothered. You also came out and walked inside the mansion. There was no one in the house as everyone was sitting at deck area. So you both went towards the back of your house and there your father was sitting in front of a man dressed in a black suit. Meanwhile, bodyguards were standing all around. His back was facing you, so you didn't get to see him. You looked at your sister and she was same as always, with no expressions on her face. Your father noticed both of you and then called you. Girls, come here. Since you don't have mother, your father has raised you with so much love and care. Although sometimes he gets overprotective, but needless to say, he is the best father in the world. Your sister is the exact copy of him. And for her, success is everything, and that's why she always do what your dad asks for. You walked behind her and now finally you saw the guy. You were dying of curiosity that what type of mafia he is. And when you saw him your eyes widened and heart dropped. He narrowed his eyes slightly when he met your shocking expression. You quickly looked down as your heart started to beat fast. You were standing in front of a man you had one night stand with last night and now he's going to be your sister's fiance. This is the first time a guy made you nervous. You could feel his eyes on you. Why are you standing there, honey? Come sit with us. Your dad's word brought you back in reality as you walked near and sat beside your sister. Your dad smiled and looked at Jungkook. She's my younger daughter, Ryan. Won't you greet your brother-in-law? You looked at Jungkook while now his expressions were still as if he don't know you or didn't bother with the fact that he had spent a night with his soon-to-be wife's sister. You just stared blankly at him and the only thing you heard is your heart beat fast. He smiled and made a bold move and stretched out his hand for a handshake. You looked down at his outstretched hand and then back at him. Nice to meet you, Miss Ryan. I've heard a lot about you. He spoke, still holding out his hand, but you didn't register what he said because you were still in a state of shock. It made him raise his eyebrow. You shook your head and greeted him. Nice to meet you too. You paused while he filled the gap with his name, John Jungkook. He said as you both shake hands. You both stared at each other longer than intended and Jennie seems to notice something. Can we talk about the things we are here for? She said looking straight. Meanwhile you and Jungkook broke the eye contact and looked at her again. Your dad cleared his throat while smiling awkwardly. Yes, haha. You guys continue, I'm heading out. You stretched a smile at them and walked out from there as fast as you can and went inside a mansion. Your feet slowed down when you came in the living room. You could feel your body burning. The guy whom you gave your heart at first sight and with whom you imagined your whole world, with even lost the most important thing with, is now going to be your brother-in-law. Your heart started to ache just by thinking it. How you'll face the guy standing next to your sister whom you have spent a night with. How will you face him again? It was the best night of your life, but it didn't take much time to turn it into the worst. Soon you heard the same deep voice calling you out as your heart again skipped a beat and you turned around only to find him standing in front of you. He walked closer to you, reducing the distance between both of you as soon as possible while you panicked. First, his scent that was driving you crazy. Secondly, the thought, what is he doing here? What if your dad and sister see both of you like this? Why did you run away after using me? You finally looked at his face. What are you talking about? He was walking closer and closer while you were taking back steps. After that night, why did you run away? Can we please not talk about it now? You shouldn't be here. Someone might see us. Then let's go where no one can see us. He grabbed your hand and you walked out from the mansion with him. He brought you in the same club where you met for the first time and you were just gulping down the drinks without caring how hard it will going to hit you later. And Jungkook was just looking at you. When you reached for another glass, he took it from your hand and gulped. That was mine. You had enough, he said, putting down the cup while you sighed. Out of all the guys in the world, why did he choose you? I can't even face my sister. What will happen when she come to know about what her sister and fiance did? I'm going crazy. You started to mess your hairs. Tell her the truth. You looked at him. Are you crazy? Why would I invite my own death? What about you? Aren't you feeling guilty? Why would I? It was the best night of my life. I enjoyed it with the depth of my heart. Your jaw dropped. Don't tell me you came here yesterday for a nightstand. I came here from a mission, but it turned out to be the best moment to experience after all that fight. But what about you? You were the one who broke in my room. I think you are the one who came for that. You gave him a weird look. I'm not the only one to blame. So am I. You sighed and looked down upset. Can't you stop all this? He raised his brow. Do you want me to deny them? You looked at him. I don't want to be mean to my sister, but I won't be able to see you besides her either. Jungkook didn't say anything and was intently listening to you. I didn't spend that night with you randomly. I already imagined my whole life with you. I was planning to find you because I left that day because I needed to be in the house by that time. I'm telling you the truth. I will never ever be able to face my sister or you after this. I can't do this. You put your head on the table and slept while blabbering because you had consumed too much drink. Jungkook stayed there for some time looking at you and admiring you, but when it started to get too late, he picked you up and walked out from the club. You opened your eyes and found yourself in your bed. You lift up your head but instantly threw it back when you felt a sharp pain in your head. Your head was heavy because of all that drink from last night. Jennie walked near you with a bowl in her hands. What were you doing in the club last night? Your eyes widened as you looked at her shocked and sat down. She came near you and sat on the bed. Dad is so mad. He didn't like your this behavior. You were drowned in alcohol yesterday. Thanks to Jungkook who found you there and then brought you home. Found me? You were confused because he's the one who took you there and now told everyone that he found you there. Yes, he was there for some mission and all, but he saw you there. Now drink this hangover soup. You took the bowl from his hands. You were feeling so bad seeing her caring for you so much where you are hiding such a big thing from her. Unni, do you love Jungkook? She gave you a confused look. Why are you asking that? Just in case, I mean, you don't really like guys who are into these stuff since childhood, and Jungkook, he's a mafia. She sighed. I'll adjust in this too, like how I'm doing until now. You looked down and slowly sip your soup. Her phone rang and when you looked at the caller ID, it was Jungkook. They even exchanged numbers. You both looked at each other. She excused herself and went outside the room to attend the call. I need to talk to him. I'm sorry, Unni. What do you want to talk about so urgently? You were sitting on the trunk of the car looking down while he was standing in front of you looking at you. I can't do this anymore. You looked at him. I can't pretend anymore. I feel so ashamed making eye contact with Unni. No matter how much I try, but I can't think of being separate from you. He raised his brow because till now he is the only one asking you to tell the truth to everyone, but now your behavior made him surprised. Then no need to pretend at all. Why are you forcing yourself? You looked at him confused. What do you mean? Do you really think I would marry a woman with whose sister I slept with? I would rather marry a sister to always remember the best night of my life. You swallowed, looking at him as he stepped closer to you, filling the remaining gap between you two, and tucked the string of your hair behind your ear, making your heart skip a beat. Be ready to experience the same night again, sweetheart. You frowned, your eyebrows confused. You are not getting engaged to my sister? He smiled and shook his head. Why would I when I already have my girl in my heart? You can't express how you felt when he claimed you as his girl. But what would you say to my sister and dad? They already know everything. Your eyes widened. They what? He chuckled and caressed your cheek. Wait, what did you told them? Everything that happened between us. You gasped. You told them that? Oh God, you messed your hairs. Are you crazy? He won't spare me now. He pulled you closer by your waist. You are mine now and no one can touch you, baby girl. He pressed his lips against yours and you both kissed. Why did you hide this thing from me? I'm sorry, Unni. I didn't know things will turn out this way. You said, looking down while she came near. This is all my fault. I never tried to understand your feelings, never listened to you like how an older sister should supposed to. I never fulfilled any duty of an older sister. Why are you blaming yourself only? Everyone knows how busy you are, and for me, you are the best sister. Just because of you, I'm living this carefree life. You took all the pressure of expectations on yourself and letting me live my life freely. Believe me, you are the best sister, and I love you. She hugged you. I'm also lucky to get a cool sister like you. Can't believe you got all grown up and matured already. You laughed. Stop teasing me. She broke the hug and looked at you. You both are perfect for each other. You matches his energy and you guys are experienced too. Well, I'm happy now and I wish I can also get someone soon who can match my standards. You looked at her surprised because this is the first time she ever talked about getting life partner rather than work. God damn, Unni, you aren't innocent either. What do you expect from a 27-year-old woman? You both laughed. 2 months later. What? Is that true? You pressed your lower lip between your teeth and nodded. Yes, I took the test in morning. Jungkook, are you happy? You were so nervous with his reaction because you thought he might jump from excitement after listening to this, but his reaction was completely different. You're pregnant. I'm going to be a dad. His reaction was making you nervous every second. Are you happy? You again asked. Happy? Sweetheart, you gave me the entire happiness of this world. He cupped your face before pulling you into a deep kiss without wasting a second. He broke the kiss and rested his forehead against yours. Thank you so much, love. I love you so much. I can't show you how happy I am. You smiled and cupped his face. Thank you too for making my wish come true. I love you so much, Jungkook. He chuckled and kissed your forehead. My lioness is going to give birth to the next leader of this world. You chuckled. What if she will be a girl? So what? She's going to be the queen. You laughed. Thank you so much for coming in my life. That night was the most beautiful night of my life. He again pressed his lips against yours and kissed you.